The first time Mr. Harold Whitmore humiliated Jamal Carter, it happened in front of 32 students and a cracked whiteboard that still smelled of old markers and broken promises. Jamal was 15, thin, quiet, the kind of boy teachers forgot existed until they needed someone to blame. His uniform was always a size too big, the cuffs frayed, the shoes polished but permanently scuffed. He sat in the back row, not by choice, but because Mr. Whitmore had told him, students like you don't belong up front. That morning, Jamal had raised his hand. Just once. Sir, he said softly, I think the answer to number 3 might be. Whitmore didn't let him finish. He laughed. Not a chuckle, not a smile. A full, mocking laugh that echoed through the classroom. Jamal, Whitmore said, adjusting his expensive tie, you should worry less about algebra and more about whether your family can afford dinner tonight. The room went silent. Some students looked down. Others laughed nervously. A few stared at Jamal with pity. One girl whispered, that was messed up. Jamal didn't respond. He lowered his hands slowly, his ears burning, his chest tight. He had learned early that silence was safer than defending yourself when the person attacking you held all the power. Mr. Whitmore was not just a teacher. He was the teacher, head of the mathematics department, 25 years of tenure, awards on the wall, a reputation for discipline that parents applauded and administrators feared challenging. And Jamal? Jamal was the son of a night shift cleaner and a father who disappeared before he learned to walk. To Whitmore, that told him everything he needed to know. The humiliation didn't stop. Every missed homework assignment called out loudly. Every wrong answer used as entertainment. Every success dismissed as cheating or luck. Don't get excited, Whitmore once said after Jamal scored an 82 on a test. Even broken clocks are right twice a day. What Whitmore never knew, what no one knew, was that Jamal spent his nights studying by the dim kitchen light while his mother slept on the couch, exhausted from scrubbing office floors. He borrowed old textbooks from the library. He watched free lectures on a cracked phone with bad Wi-Fi. He rewrote notes until his fingers cramped. Math wasn't just numbers to Jamal. It was escape. It was proof. It was the one place where logic didn't care how much money you had or where you came from. But Whitmore made sure Jamal felt small. During parent-teacher conferences, Whitmore barely looked at Jamal's mother. Realistically, he said, folding his hands, university might be ambitious. Vocational paths are more suitable for students like Jamal. Jamal's mother nodded politely, even as her eyes filled with tears. On the walk home, she apologized. I'm sorry I can't give you more, she said. Jamal shook his head. You give me everything. The turning point came with the announcement, the National Academic Excellence Exam, a standardized test taken by the top students across the country. Scores that determine scholarships, futures, doors opening or slamming shut forever. NMR, Whitmore announced it with pride. Only students with proven capability will be allowed to sit for this exam, he said. I will personally recommend candidates. The list went up a week later. Names printed neatly. The usual ones. Rich kids, private tutors, parents who donated to the school. Jamal's name was not there. He stared at the list for a long time. Then he walked to Whitmore's desk after class. Sir, Jamal said, voice steady but quiet, I'd like to ask why I wasn't recommended. Whitmore looked at him like he'd asked something outrageous. Because I'm not in the business of setting students up for failure, Whitmore replied. This exam is for serious minds. Jamal swallowed. I've been scoring in the top 5 consistently. Whitmore leaned back in his chair. Jamal, he said calmly, cruelly, numbers on paper don't change reality. You should learn your place before life teaches you harsher lessons. That night, Jamal almost quit. Almost. But something burned hotter than humiliation. Defiance. What Whitmore didn't know was that the exam allowed self-registration. It was buried in fine print, rarely used, discouraged, but allowed. Jamal registered in secret. He paid the fee by skipping lunch for 3 weeks. On exam day, when Whitmore saw Jamal seated in the testing hall, his smile faded. What are you doing here? Whitmore hissed. I registered, sir, Jamal replied. Whitmore scoffed. Don't embarrass yourself. Jamal said nothing. The exam was brutal. 5 hours. Advanced problems that made students cry. But Jamal felt calm. Every question felt familiar. Every challenge solvable. When he handed in his paper, his hands were steady. Whitmore didn't even glance at it. Weeks passed. Graduation approached. Whispers filled the halls about exam results. Then came the assembly. The principal stood on stage, holding an envelope. "This year," she said, "we have a result that made national headlines." Mr. Whitmore sat proudly in the front row. "The highest score in the state," the principal continued, "belongs to..." She paused. "Jamal Carter." The room exploded. Gasps, murmurs, shouts. Whitmore froze. "No," he whispered. The principal smiled. "A perfect score. Highest in the country. Full scholarship. Offers from 3 Ivy League universities." The spotlight found Jamal. He stood slowly, legs trembling, heart pounding. As he walked past Whitmore, their eyes met. For the first time, Whitmore looked small. Later that week, an investigation was launched. Students came forward. Parents complained. Administrators reviewed years of complaints they had ignored. Mr. Whitmore was suspended, then quietly forced into early retirement. No farewell assembly. No awards. Just silence. On graduation day, Jamal gave a speech. He didn't mention Whitmore by name, but everyone understood. "People will try to tell you who you are," Jamal said. "They will measure you by their comfort, not your potential. But your future does not belong to those who underestimate you." His mother cried. The audience stood. Justice didn't shout. It didn't insult. It simply revealed the truth. And sometimes, that's the most powerful revenge of all.